Thanks for the opportunity to speak with you today, and I'd also like to thank CFE Media. They're one of our key media partners. So we are very grateful to have an opportunity to present and be part of this event. And I apologize in advance. I've got a cold, so hopefully my voice will hold up through the whole presentation. I'd like just to take a few minutes and give you a little bit of a background of Rittal, who we are, our business model, and the challenges we faced. And then Joel will spend some time talking about our metrics, how we go to market, some of the strategies that we've employed, and the return that we measure on those strategies. So a little bit about Rittal. We are the world's largest manufacturer of enclosures and climate-controlled products globally. We dominate, we operate in about 70 countries throughout the world. We have 17 subsidiaries. And we came to the U.S. relatively late in the 1980s. So in the U.S., we are not the premier supplier of our product line. We are headquartered in Germany. So as you can imagine, being a German-based organization, we are very metric-driven, and we'll share some of the metrics with you. And our North America operations are located in Chicago. So some of the challenges we had was being able to generate or create a lead generation machine for North America. As you can imagine, lead generation, website marketing, digital marketing is different in Germany and the rest of the world than it is in the U.S. So how could we create a process that was effective for the North America market? The second challenge, because of our business model, we sell primarily through distribution, so we introduce a layer of insulation between us and our end users. So how do we, although we receive POS information, we get some visibility into the market, how do we continue to communicate with our end users? How do we deliver our value proposition and our solutions to the market? And I'm sure some of you have similar situations, how you want to communicate. So our philosophy is we will continue to sell through our channel partners, but we want to market directly to our end users. And finally, we wanted to turn over qualified leads to our distributor partners and our sales reps to make sure that we're following up for those opportunities. And of course, we wanted to make sure that you identify what works, what doesn't work, and those things that work we want to do more of, and the things that don't want to work we want to do less of. So I'm sure this is something none of you have ever seen before, right? The lead funnel. And this is something that we all strive for, right? How we want to generate leads, get it, and then qualify those leads, convert the opportunities, and ultimately turn that lead into a customer. And that's the holy grail for marketing. I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't know. The holy grail for us is how do we tie that lead into revenue that lead is generated. And again, with that insulation layer of distribution, that becomes more and more of a challenge for us. So how many of you have seen or have a process like this, a lead funnel? Right? I would suspect everyone in the room has something like this. And does it work this well? I mean, it's very synergistic and it looks like it flows properly. Does it work? Yeah, I think this is something that we all strive for. Unfortunately, this is what I think most of us end up having. So generating leads is not a problem. We all know the tools that we can use to generate leads today, whether it's website, webinars, call to actions, all the blogging, social media, et cetera. We can generate the leads. The challenge is how do we progress those leads through the funnel, through that buying process. One of the ways that we try to do that is through these tech accelerators. And I'm sure you're familiar with many of the logos on here. These are all the tools that we all use, we all evaluate, and it's a continuing challenge, because every day there's new ones, so something new that needs to be evaluated and looked at, with the intent being how do we effectively move that lead through that sales funnel, through that channel process. Marketing technology is not a luxury anymore. It's a competitive advantage. So the companies that I think learn how to do this effectively have a distinct advantage over their competition.